Came into the league as the first overall pick in the draft. Here, dime package. First down at the 21. And it's knocked down. Perhaps has the game's biggest assignment, the offensive line. The Raiders come to the backer is DeQuell Jackson.
Yes, Jim, when you talk about DeQuell Jackson, just one of those inside linebackers. He's fast, he's physical. He is a great fit for this defense.
Third down and 10. Poirier has the reception.
It's third and long. Nobody open down the field, so the quarterback does the only thing he can do. Throw it short.
The run for it. Ingram, solo back set. The Raiders.
The Raiders took a big gamble going for it on fourth down, and they got it. Now, can you take advantage of that big gamble?
Michael Vick will be under center. The Raiders take it from the 43. Intercepted. Tackles made. Starting at quarterback, the young man who set the NFL record for most passing yards his first 2 seasons in the league, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck shows everybody he can throw the football down the field about as far as any quarterback in the National Football League. When you look at him, he's big and strong, and the arm matches it.
Luck's lined up, 2 tight ends set. Nothing drives a coach crazier than a false start penalty.
False start, offense.
First down at the 42. Going for the home run. Is it caught? Yes, the offense has the ball. It sure looked like an interception for a while there, Phil. But how about the effort by the wide receiver?
Never give up, Jim. That's what you do as a wide receiver in this league. And he didn't that time, and he gets the catch over the defender. What a job.
First down and 10. Gets the handle here. And that's a gain of 9.
Believe in their offense.
Luck's got it in the gun. In his hands, complete. Touchdown. Bill, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
Hilton's probably ready to get right back on the field after that last drive, a drive in which he contributed over 40 yards receiving, helping the team score. He'll have a chance to take off. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Raiders offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
One more snap, and another quarter is in the books.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
The Raiders offense. Ingram lines up in the backfield. Looking across the middle. That's second down coming up. They bring in the extra tight end. Surveys. Raiders in for the score. The second quarter just barely underway, and they've erased the deficit and tied things with that touchdown.
Yeah, Jim, this kind of reminds me of a chess match. A good job going out there tying things up. Now we'll see the strategy from the other team.
Vic's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. Hilton's going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. The Colts coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do, so I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
The hit knocks the ball out incomplete.
You might as well catch it because you're going to take the big hit no matter what. That time, the receiver lets the ball go because he was worried about the defender making the hit.
The Colts go with 2 tight ends on this play. 2nd down and 10. Gore's handed the football. They tackle him at the 26-yard line.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Colts get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. The Colts snap it up at the 26. Andrew Luck, look at that arm strength. I'll tell you what, it hasn't taken too long for both of these defenses to assert themselves. This already has the look of a game that's going to wind up being won in the trenches.
Well, we found out talking to both of these teams during the week, they're sick of all this offense in the NFL. Man, they wanted to come out and make a statement, and both teams have done that so far.
He's taken down at the 20.
Change up this time to give the better chance for having some success.
Vic's looking long. Going to take it the distance. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The Colts are ready to return the kick. Hilton's not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. The Colts got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now. Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that.
Pass is intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Raiders back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see him to go out there and have success again.
3rd catch today so far.
Well, there's no substitute for talent. That time we saw a lot of talent from the quarterback throwing it down the field, and what a good job of the wide receiver making the catch.
Vic's completion percentage, 60% on the day. And Ingram's brought down after picking up only a yard. The Colts come out in a dime package. 2nd and goal from the 5. Freeman's all over the ball carrier. Third and goal from the 7. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Makes the grab. Touchdown.
coach decides he wants to be the aggressor in this situation. On 4th and goal, he goes for it. Nice play call that time.
The Raiders with the PAT to come. Inside of the uprights. Vic's going to look on now from the sidelines. That last drive, he contributed more than 50 yards in the air. The Raiders getting ready for the kickoff. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. A look at T.Y. Hilton right there. Maybe it hasn't been the best first half for his team, but individually, he's had a heck of a game up to this point.
Yeah, he's played tremendous, no question about it. He's a great player, and what the offense has to do is take advantage of that and find ways to get other people involved because they're focusing on him. Go ahead and find the secondary receiver and see if he can make some plays also.
Andrew Luck will be taking this one from the gun. The Colts have it at the 34. It's caught by Dante Moncrief. The Colts call a timeout and are left now with only one. First and 10. And it's swatted away. Second down after the incompletion. Luck standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Makes the catch in the open field. A timeout charge to the offense. Mark him down for another reception. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. It's intercepted. Tackles made. The Raiders continue to air it out. Vic been fantastic today, Phil.
Jim, it's a quarterback-driven league. We say it all the time, and when your quarterback plays well, there's a really good chance you're going to be leading, and that's why they lead here today. Such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
The Raiders from the 22. Mark Ingram with the reception. Shakes off the hit. And Ingram's marked down at the 41. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. One more snap, and we'll head to halftime. First down at the 41. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates, and now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. The Colts haven't had a very productive drive in quite a while here, Phil. Do they need to switch things up to get this train rolling again?
Absolutely. Switch it up. Switch up the play call. Show some different formations. Try to catch the defense by surprise. If you do that, that's going to greaten your chances of having success.
Luck, handoff. Gore's able to get the job done and picks up the first down.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
The Colts from the 32. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Andre Johnson has the catch.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Andrew Luck in shotgun formation. Looking to go down the field here. No one's going to get him now. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. The Raiders now holding on to a diminishing lead as they'll get the football back here. Scores 21-14. And here's Todman. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Going deep. He's able to come down with it. What a catch. One-handed. They come to the line, and it's first down. Ingram lines up in the backfield. Wants to go deep. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. Second down following that incompletion. It's a two tight end formation. Vick's going to take off with it. Launches it down the field. At the line of scrimmage, the 41. Michael Vick will be under center. 3rd and 10. Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. Going to need a lot of leg on this field goal try. And it's a fake field goal. Allen Robinson with the catch. First down coming up. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Looking at every option. And Ingram's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Vick's taking off. Has to get rid of it. Vick still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Second and goal from the 3. And he's in for the touchdown. I wonder what the strategy is, Phil, with more than a quarter to go, because that last score puts this game virtually out of reach.
Well, I know this. The strategy on the losing side is show some courage and show some toughness. Let's change what's gone on here so far. It's not too late. It's getting tough, but it's not too late. We can find a way to win this game.
Hilton's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Colts come back out. Let's see if they can answer now with a touchdown of their own. Of course, last time the offensive unit was on the field, they took it down, marched in for a score.
I don't see why they can't answer. Everything is working, and so they're coming out there full of confidence. And we know football players, especially on the offensive side, when they have confidence, man, they play their best.
2nd and 10 coming up. pulled down for the sack. The Colts offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. The final quarter underway now with this snap. The reception by Moncrief.
Defense did a good job that time. It's 3rd and long. They know the offense wants to throw it down the field. They cover all the deep receivers and nowhere to go with the football except short.
Scanning the field.
The Colts that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Raiders ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah.
Raiders, touchdown. Cooper's got his 3rd touchdown of the game. And with less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them at this point.
Yeah, the chances of a comeback have almost gone to impossible. But I'll say this on the offensive side. Don't take any chances and see if you can just find a way to march down the field to score to keep this game going.
Luck will lead his offense back onto the field here as this goes for a touchback.
The Colts ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on 4th down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, and saying some words that we can't say on the air.
The Raiders lined up in the nickel. The Colts will take the snap from the 30. Incomplete. T.Y. Hilton was the intended receiver. 3rd down now. Luck out of the gun. Luck to Allen. 2 minutes remaining in the game. We return out of the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter action. The Colts take it from the 38. Moncrief's got it, and a first. That's his 4th catch of the day. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Frank Gore with the catch. So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down. No time to huddle now. The grab by Kobe Fleener. First down here after the completion. Luck's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Still on his feet. And they're all over him for the sack. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. Snapping out of the gun. Frank Gore with the catch. The ball is fumbled. He's brought down. How big was that fumble, Phil?
Man, so few words for you. I'm not used to that. But, Jim, let me say this. On the offensive side, that was a horrible call, and they deserved to fumble the football.
The Raiders offense takes the field in what is, in essence, an encore bow to the crowd here as they have been the dominant team all game long, and time is running out.
This is when I was at my best when I played, Jim. When we were winning, I came out there late in the game I could kneel down and kill the clock as good as any quarterback in history.
The Raiders take it from the 38. Stands in the pocket. And off the mark on that short throw. Failing to complete that one. So second down here. The Raiders come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Going for the deep ball. Amari Cooper has the catch. That's reception. Number 7 for him.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First and goal. Here's the handoff. Over the line. Touchdown. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed.
And Lowry's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Colts offense comes back onto the field, and there's nothing they can do to pull out victory here. Just a snap or two, and then it's on to the locker room to explain this loss, Phil.
Yeah, listen, today was not their day. The other team was just better. Give some credit to the defense, but the offense was not sharp, and I don't think the game plan coming into today's game was the one they needed to try and run.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Luck's back in shotgun formation. And it's batted down. Now looking at third down. Luck will take the snap from the gun. Down the field. They're set to punt it away now. Taken down at the 27.
That time he only gets a couple yards. And if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
Vontae Davis coming onto the field now. And it has not been an easy day for him or anyone else on that defense, really. They've been knocked around pretty severely.
Yep, Jim, it was all their fault. There's no doubt about it. They got beat physically. They made a lot of dumb mistakes. And when you do those two things together, you're going to lose the game.
Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.